We are back on Countdown to Kickoff, your look at the Valley High School football season for 2013. Joining me, a couple of guys who know a lot about District 31 5A, Eladio Jaimes, Mike Gonzalez, Mid-Valley Town Crier. Guys, let's start with the news of the day from this district, which is that McAllen Memorial's quarterback, Fabian Pedraza, has a broken collarbone, out for a while, probably the rest of the season, maybe not. The good news is he's a sophomore. He can come back next year, the year after that. But what does this do to McAllen Memorial, Eladio? What does it do to their chances? They're going to put Jonathan Sanchez in at quarterback. They were thinking about doing that anyway.
The good news is that he's a sophomore. The great news is that he's okay and he'll come back. But if you're speaking strictly football, the good news is they still have Trevor back there, Trevor Spate. So, McAllen Memorial's going to run. Coach Littleton, he's going to run. Coaches every year say we might pass a little bit more this year, we might throw the ball a little bit more. But that's their bread and butter right there, is the run game. And as long as Trevor's okay, that O-line, they do have some good receivers coming up there, Memorial. And as long as they can hand the ball over to Trevor, who's a year older, a year wiser, a year stronger, McAllen Memorial's going to be okay.
Well, speaking of guys who say they're going to throw the ball more than they ever do, Tony Villarreal at Weslaco, it looks like he's actually going to do it. Mike, do you believe him?
They haven't had a 1,000-yard passer since the days of Dylan De Leon in the late 2000s when Mishak Rivas was in the backfield. But this would probably be the best opportunity for them to throw over 1,000 yards with a receiving corps that they have. And Robert Lopez has a good arm. When I went to their first practice, he looked pretty good. He was pretty sharp. A little off, but it looked like the timing was good because of the 7-on-7 they had this year. And then the depth that they'll have at running back as well, that can make them more balanced. And the offensive line as well. They have about 3 or 4 guys back from last year as well. Tony told me, Coach Villarreal told me that this is the most he's back in quite some time, especially on offense. So that will help Robert out, and he got some playing time last year. So as long as they keep the running game going, and as long as he has chemistry with the receivers, I think he can have a chance to throw for 1,000 yards.
All right, let's go ahead and get your picks. Eladio, lots of new coaches here. New coaches at PSJA, PSJA North, new coaches all over the place. New coach at Weslaco East. Who have you got making the playoffs?
Well, I picked that new coach at Weslaco East to win the district crown this year, Coach Brigade, and that there's not going to be too much of a transition. Weslaco East is strong. They're going to be strong this year, and I picked them to win it. I picked McAllen Memorial to finish second. Despite the injury, we're all hoping and praying that the quarterback gets better, but McAllen Memorial's tough. They're going to be in second. I got San Benito. A lot of people aren't giving San Benito too much respect, man, but they looked good yesterday against Palmview.
Yes, they did.
And, I got them at third, and then in fourth, I got Weslaco High and the Panthers. And the high-flying Panthers.
Real quick, who's your top 4?
I have the defending champs East winning it again at first. I got McAllen Memorial at second, despite their loss at quarterback. I think Trevor is the best player in the district. I have the Panthers at third, making the playoffs for the 8th time in 9 years under Tony V. And I have PSGA North coming in at fourth. But that district is so balanced, and so a team like San Benito and McAllen Road that weren't picked to make the playoffs makes them that much more dangerous motivation-wise.
Can't count out McAllen Road. They've got a senior quarterback in Justin Owens who's good. My picks, I've got Weslaco winning the whole thing, the Battle of Tinaco Bowl. I've got them beating Weslaco East coming in second. I've got McAllen Memorial in third, PSJ North. I've got the Raiders in fourth as well. But like you say, anybody can make it. San Benito, McAllen Road, even PSJ Memorial. Guys, we are coming right back to wrap it up on our high school preview of the year. It's Countdown to Kickoff. We're going to be right back right after this.
Back here at Countdown to Kickoff. Now, fans, I want to make sure you understand our streaming games start this week. Thursday, we got games. Friday, we got 9 games. Saturday, the Port Isabel Tarpons against Mission Vets. That's a big-time game. We'll be broadcasting them all.
That's right. And don't forget, you can catch all the highlights on Friday Sports Extra and Sunday Sports Extra, 10:30 during the NFL season. Thanks so much for watching Countdown to Kickoff. Thanks to all our sponsors. Thanks to everybody who joins us. We'll see you next year.